Hey y'all, what's up everybody? 25th day in our 2021 calendar year. It's the 25th day in our 2021 calendar year. It's the 25th lesson in our Course in Miracles, and here we are meeting together on this course, of course. Everything is meaningful here, everything specifically, all of it, and maybe in some way not specifically any of it separately. Maybe. So anyways, let's see here. Invite a few Course in Miracles groups and go over some caveats. Yesterday's lesson is really quite building on what today's is. So you really may want to check out yesterday's lesson. Sometimes the information is certainly sequential. I often mention that there is a sequentiality to the Course in Miracles, but also there is a holographic nature to this information, so that if you pick up any part of it, if you really practice with it, as it says to, the Course says, you pick up all of it. But today specifically, I noticed as I read it today, it definitely seems to build upon from yesterday. And then, if I'm honest, from yesterday, it seems to build upon from today, and so on. So anyway, what's up, everybody? So I'm going to be reading from the Course in the comments book, because I don't have the book with me, so I'm not going to be able to see anybody's comments as I read this. Maybe I'll check in here and there. A quick reminder, the Course in Miracles says we don't have to believe any of this stuff. It says we may, and we probably will, I definitely do, actively resist it. I noticed that sentence, that first sentence is triggering. I do not know what anything is for. I'm like, wait a minute, but I think I do. Is that true? I don't know. Try it on. Hey, just try it on. Everything is for entertainment purposes. Entertain this idea, okay? I do not know what anything is for. Just try that on and let's read on, and we can have questions as we go. Oftentimes as we read the Course, we may find, I find this with discussion groups with the Course, we'll be reading some text or some lessons, and we'll be like, oh, what do you think that means? Well, da-da-da-da-da-da. We have some neat conversation, but the next paragraph will sometimes just answer the question. It'll just, not that the conversation wasn't worthwhile, but sometimes the very next sentence just seems to answer it. So let's see, okay? Here we go. I do not know what anything is for. You do not know what anything is for. We do not know what anything is for. Anything is for. We don't know what it's for. Okay, purpose is meaning. What's meaning? Purpose is meaning. Purpose is meaning. Today's idea explains why nothing you see means anything. You do not know what it is for. Yesterday's lesson, what was yesterday's lesson? I do not perceive my own best interests. Yesterday's lesson was I do not perceive my own best interests. Man, it really does build on today's. Check it out. But okay, you don't know what anything is for. Therefore, it is meaningless to you. Everything is for your own best interest. Hear what's for your own best interest? Everything. What? Everything is for your own best interest. What? That is what it's for. That is what it's for. That is its purpose. That is what it means. That is what everything means. Everything is for your own best purpose. The Course in Miracles later says it this way: all things work together for your good. There are no exceptions except the ego's judgment. Everything works together for your good. There are no exceptions except the ego's judgment. Everything is for your best interests. That is what it's for. That is its purpose. That is what it means. It is in recognizing this that your goals become unified. It is in recognizing this that what you see is given meaning. So you don't know what anything is for separately, but you know that everything is for your own best interests. And it is in recognizing this that what you see is given meaning. You give this the meaning that I give to everything, meaning all things are for my good. There are no exceptions except the ego's judgment. All things are to help me have peace of mind. That is the meaning I lay on top of it. To let it go. Everything is here for that purpose, for my true purpose, my clear purpose, my purpose of clarity, to clearly clearing everything for me. Okay? Okay, you perceive the world, paragraph number 2, you perceive the world and everything in it as meaningless in terms of ego goals. You perceive the world and everything in it as meaningful in terms of ego goals. These goals have nothing to do with your own best interests. Remember yesterday's lesson? It was, I do not perceive my own best interests. These ego goals don't represent your own best interests because the ego is not you. You aren't You have a character. I have a character. This is him. He's called Joey. This is me. You're called whoever you are. Let's see. Anybody on here? No comments? I was going to see if I got any comments so far. Okay, I was going to see whoever was on here. I can see that there's people, but I can't see who you are. So anyways, I have a character, but it's not me. I am... Of course, a good section to read about this is self versus self-concept, or self-concept versus self. I can't remember which it is. If you look up that, if you Google ACIM, self-concept versus self, or self versus self-concept, it'll kind of distinguish your character versus your actual self, okay? Paragraph number 2, sentence 2. These goals, the ego goals, have nothing to do with your own best interests because the ego is not you. This false identification makes you incapable of understanding what anything is for, because you identify with being a character in a story. You can't understand what it's actually for. As a result, you are bound to misuse it. When you believe this, you will try to withdraw the goals you have assigned to the world instead of attempting to reinforce them. When you believe that, what is it saying? When you believe what? That the ego goals have nothing to do with your own best interests because you recognize you're not the ego. When you believe that, you will start to withdraw the goals you have assigned to the world. Meaning, yesterday we went through this in the lesson, in the situation regarding, whatever, my brother, my sister, my friend, my lover, my money, my body, whatever. I want blank to happen, and blank to happen, and blank to happen. We notice that usually they're kind of conflicting, actually, if we really search our mind through yesterday's practice. And then we say at the bottom, I do not perceive my own best interests in this. So when we recognize this, we will start to withdraw those little goals. And these practices, what we're doing here is, again, withdrawing those little confusing goals, chaotic goals, a goal to have, again, tiny mad idea comes back in here. The tiny mad idea be true, that there is something other than what is, and that it opposes what is, that destruction is more powerful than creation, that lies are more powerful than truth. So these are conflicting goals, obviously, because they're double binds. There are double binds there. I'm not sure if I can exactly explain why, or if that's apparent, but they are double binds. Okay, so paragraph number 3. Another way of describing the goals you now perceive is to say that they are all concerned with personal interests. Persona, persona? Persona is a mask in Shakespearean times, actually. That's your character. So describing the goals that you now perceive in the world, the best way to describe it is that they're personal interests. So personal interests are kind of separate, characters fighting, like I want this, you want that kind of thing. Since you have no personal interests, actually, since you don't really have personal interests, this is the Course in Miracles is saying you don't really have personal interests. Again, this is like just try it on, a high-minded abstract idea, okay? On another level, in the practical world, the world of practice, the spirit of inspiration can come into your mind and have you act in a way that would have your creator self take care of your own first child, your own character, my first child being Joey, right? Joey is me. Hello. I don't think I have any children out there. Pretty sure I don't. It's funny that I can say. Women can't say that. They know. I'm joking. That's a bad joke. It's a funny joke. Okay, anyways. Since you have no personal interests, your goals are really concerned with nothing. The world, by the Course in Miracles standard, is a representation of nothing. What if nothing was real? What if, again, a lie were stronger than a truth? What's a lie? It's not a thing. What's other than the truth? It's not anything. Okay, anyways, in cherishing, since you have no personal interests, your goals are really concerned with nothing. In cherishing them, in cherishing your personal interests, therefore you have no goals at all, not really. And thus, you do not know what anything is for. Because, you don't know what anything is for. Just try this on. I'm just trying it on myself today, okay? Paragraph 4, but before you can make any sense of the exercises for today, one more thought is necessary. At the most superficial levels, at the most superficial levels, you do recognize purpose. Yet purpose cannot be understood at these levels. For example, you do not understand that a telephone is for example, you do understand that a telephone is for the purpose of talking to someone who is not physically in your immediate vicinity, right? You understand that? Do you understand that? I'm sure you do. The Course of Miracles is saying you do. And it's true. I do. I do understand that the purpose of a telephone is for the purpose of talking to someone who's not physically in my immediate vicinity. But what you do not understand is what you want to reach him for. What do we want to reach? What is everything for? Why do I want to reach my brother? What is this conversation for? It says we don't understand that. And it is this that makes your contact with him meaningful or not. Is this the purpose of what it's for? Why am I connecting with him? It says I don't understand that. This saying that I don't understand it is an attempt for me to let go of any specifics. It's a little bit of a goal of let go of specifics and trust that trust will bring it about. If I feel inspired towards specifics, again, the Course cross trains between abstract, high-minded, metaphysical, mystical concepts of meditation, holy immersion instance, and then with the world of practice, the practical world. So if you feel to act inspiredly in some way, then hell yeah, forgiveness is the shit. Act inspiredly. Okay, keep on going. Here we go. Paragraph number 5. It is crucial to your learning to be willing to give up the goals you have established for everything. It is crucial for your learning to be willing to give up the goals you have established for everything. The recognition that they are meaningless rather than, quote, good or, quote, bad is the only way to accomplish this. Remember at the very first lesson, near the beginning, I am upset because I see a meaningless world. My meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world. Nothing I see means anything. Everything I see, I've given it the meaning it has for me. These are all little like dominoes that stack up. Again, there is some sequentiality. I'm sure you can feel that. The idea for today is a step in this direction. 6 practice periods, each of 2-minute duration, are required for today's practice. Each practice period should begin with a slow repetition of the idea for today, which is, I do not know what anything is for. Each practice period should begin with that. I do not know what anything is for. And then it should be followed by looking about you. This is an open eye meditation today, and letting your glance rest on whatever happens to catch your eye, near or far, important or unimportant, human or non-human, with your eyes resting on each subject you so select. Say, for example, so as you rest on that TV, there's a TV there. I do not know what this TV is for. You don't let your glance go away from it before you finish. So be a little patient. For 2 minutes, just look around that pillow. I don't know what that pillow is for. It could be this, it could be that, either way. Say this quite slowly. Say it slowly, without shifting your eyes from the subject until you have completed the statement about it. Then move on to the next subject and apply today's idea as before. What's up? There is a Benjamin. I'm going to answer that later. And there's a Peter Zimmerman. I'm reminded during this, as I read this just now in this lesson today, that it has to do with when they say, I think this is true, when a baby looks at the world, it's an undifferentiated mess of swirl of psychedelic colors of like they don't see that the corner that's, there's a corner way over there that's further away. Everything is kind of this wash. And in the Course in Miracles, what we're attempting to do sort of is to unlearn what the world has taught us. Later it says, forget everything this world has taught you. Yea, forget everything this Course has taught you. Come unto God completely naked, empty-handed, or something like that. Okay, everybody. Practice well today. For goodness sake, you got this. Everything's working together for your good. There are no exceptions except the ego's judgment. Ho, goodness. Mwah. Ciao, everybody. Hoosh.